Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at another Star Wars action figure, being the wonderful Jyn Erso, or Commander should I say, Commander Jyn Erso, from the 2016 Star Wars film Rogue One, which was the first film of the spin-offs, kind of spin-offy, extended universe-y type films that they've ever done. And, I liked her character enough to warrant buying an action figure of her character. That, and also the fact that it helped that this was dirt cheap at the Disney store in town, and that was only £5, so I just thought, why the hell not? Seeing as it's a full-on die-cast figure as well. So this is the third die-cast figure, Star Wars figure I've got now in my collection, and the second one from Rogue One, the first one being K2SO that I got for my birthday quite some time ago now, and then the other one that I have in my collection is Kylo Ren Unmasked from Episode 7. Accessory wise, firstly it comes off with a base, very sort of generic Star Wars base with a normal sort of standard kind of pattern, and then a legal guff on the back and all that. Just thought I'd get that out of the way first. Detail wise, she's pretty phenomenal. I mean, you've got amazing boots and like shoes, and then a holster, and then you've got these like leather gloves or fingerless gloves even. You've got this jacket, which my only criticism with the jacket is that it's loose and that you can't, well, I guess you could glue it down if you really wanted to, but I think it should have probably been glued down personally, but then I think it's because you can probably take it off. I'm not 100% sure if the holster can be taken off, but detailing wise she's very nice. I mean, I think primarily it's the legs that are very creased and crumpled and that, or the pants should I say. Arms wise, there's not as much detailing in that, but then on the back of the jacket it's very textured, like it's actually been worn by an actual living, breathing person, which is pretty nice. And then even going so far as to make her hair be put in this little bun at the back is really nice attention to detail, as I think she did have a hairstyle like that. From what I remember of the film. Then again, it's been a while since I watched it, and I haven't got it on DVD/Blu-ray yet. And then yeah, I think detail-wise, she's above average. I think my only criticism in terms of the detail is that I'm on the fence about this face sculpt. Because it's so very just sort of, I don't know, it's really good face sculpt, like detail-wise, it looks phenomenal, it looks like a real living, breathable person, but then my only criticism is that it doesn't look like the person who it's meant to be. It looks very flat, very one-dimensional, very sort of flat, and even two-dimensional, I mean, what the hell was I on about one-dimensional? But very flat and just not like, as I say, the actress and that. Very odd in that respect, and doesn't, I don't know, it vaguely resembles her, but in a weird way she looks here in this action figure very young looking, which is odd because obviously the actress looked a lot older, and also considering she's in this sort of battle attire, you would have thought they'd have gone with a more mucked up, sort of more weathered and textured and detailed face, like she's been through some shit, instead of just having this sort of very, sort of almost baby-faced Jyn Erso. Very strange, as, the attire doesn't match that. The attire matches sort of her in the film being a badass and being more of a war type character, right? And yet her face looks more like what I imagine her face to be / look like before she becomes more of a formidable threat and target against the threat against the Empire. Accessory wise, beyond the stand, you also get this sort of baton / knight stand, no, not nightstand, but baton type thing, and I think she steals it from a First Order stormtrooper, or a Stormtrooper, should I say? I was going to say First Order, but a Stormtrooper, which I think is pretty nice. She can't hold this, though, in her hands, which is annoying, and then the same with this blaster rifle, which is super nicely detailed and done really well and effective. And that, but she can't seem to hold that either, which is super annoying. The only accessory she does seem to be able to hold well is this pistol. So, to be fair, at least she's able to hold a accessory, which is an improvement over a lot of other Star Wars action figures, which I often find you have to keep the sort of bands around their hands that are tied around an accessory they might be holding in the packaging. For example, this pistol, I assumed if I'd taken off the sort of band that she would have just not been able to hold it, but she is, and I think that's awesome, and I can't believe I'm praising this, but it's because usually this is a thing that doesn't work with Star Wars figures, which is annoying, because why would I want an action figure to hold their accessories when they could just not? But no, articulation wise, it's pretty phenomenal, you know, pivots, ball joints, and that, like, you know, ball jointed, you know, feet and legs, and ball jointed arms, and, you know, all sorts of articulation. So think Doctor Who action figure on Doctor Who action figure articulation, but on steroids, basically, in the sense that it's your basic sort of, for example, sort of forward motion with your arm, and that, like that, but also it can go off to the sides and then do more intricate stuff, like, yeah, go off to the side and then pivot and so on, and yeah, she can look up and down as well as side to side and that. So yeah, very articulate, very posable, and that. And now she's piloting the TARDIS whilst falling to the ground, because I can't do the articulation with only one hand free. So yeah, but I would strongly recommend this action figure if obviously you're a fan of Rogue One and Jyn Erso's character and that, and if you can find the figure for cheap, then yeah, even if you can't find it for cheap, if you're any bit the fan of Star Wars Rogue One, I think this is a must-have. Even if the face is a bit iffy for me, I would give this action figure, because it can't hold the accessories, I wanted to give it an 8 out of 10, but I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, because the face sculpt is a bit of an issue for me, and the accessory thing is a bit of an issue for me. I mean, I am ecstatic that it can hold that accessory, but 1 out of 3 accessories is a bit annoying. So yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. But yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.